Ayurveda is eternal, without beginning or end. The laws of life are of a universal nature, and their qualities are timeless. Charaka Samhita. For more than 5,000 years, the Ayurvedic experts have protected this wisdom of prevention, rejuvenation, revitalization and healing. Since 1992, the Maharishi Ayurveda Health Center in Bad Ems has been one of the best places in Europe for visitors who want to take advantage of this knowledge. The key to understanding Ayurveda lies in the teaching of 3 doshas, Vata, Pitta and Kapha. These are the basic forces of nature, and in the Ayurvedic tradition, they have clearly defined qualities. If we look at the elements, Vata stands for space and air, for ease and movement. Pitta for fire, warmth and metabolic processes. Kapha stands for water and earth, heaviness and stability. According to Ayurveda, Vata, Pitta and Kapha also determine the qualities of the individual. For example, activity and creativity are typical Vata qualities. Pitta stands for intelligence and temperament, Kapha for stability and structure. Every person is considered to be unique. He has unmistakable qualities, physical signs and talents, which taken together indicate the individual distribution of the dosha qualities. If one dosha is more dominant than the others, for example, a lot of Vata but little Pitta and Kapha, one is said to be a Vata type of person. If one has a lot of Pitta and Kapha but little Vata, one would be a Pitta-Kapha type. Almost all people are such mixed types, where most often one of 3 doshas is dominant. People who have more Vata in their physiology are tall, slender and very agile. They are quick and very adaptable. People who have more Pitta are medium-sized and strong, very dynamic and full of energy. Those with more Kapha have a strong build, a very stable state of mind, can accomplish a lot, and have an extremely good memory. They are very affectionate with other people.
Die ein extrem gutes Gedächtnis hat und sehr liebevoll mit seinen Mitmenschen umgeht.
If one knows one's own dosha type, one holds the key to the understanding of Ayurveda, health by harmonizing the individual balance of Vata, Pitta and Kapha. This original constitution of the doshas already exists at birth. It is our most internal nature, the balance that we search for to feel healthy and happy. Everything that affects our organism directly influences the balance of Vata, Pitta and Kapha. In the different seasons of nature, certain doshas are predominant. During the summer months, it is the fiery, warming Pitta dosha. In the cold season, the airy, chilly Vata dosha. In the same way, the time of day is affected by the rhythms of the different doshas. For example, the metabolic forces of Pitta are dominant at noon. At this time, the digestion is strongest, which is why Ayurveda recommends the main meal of the day be taken at this time. Also, big cycles, such as the different phases of life, can be assigned to the dosha principle. This ancient knowledge promotes harmony of the doshas in every situation. Unfavorable influences can disturb this balance. Very windy weather or restlessness and stress can generate an imbalance of the Vata dosha. A person with a strong Vata constitution is very sensitive to such conditions. She has insomnia. can't concentrate very well, has elimination problems, dry skin, and tends to be anxious. When a person with dominant pitta becomes imbalanced, then this leads to skin irritations, and that person easily becomes angry. Excess energy makes this person tend to work a lot, and inadequate rest causes the physiology to become imbalanced. This can cause diarrhea, heart palpitations, and so on. Those with a strong kapha constitution find it hard to get going in the morning and often need a lot of coffee just to get started. They feel sluggish and sometimes miserable. On the physiological side, they're inclined to get problems with their joints. Ayurveda begins where these personal imbalances are located. The individual balance should be restored. In Ayurveda, a person is called healthy when the 3 doshas are in their natural state of balance. The Maharishi Ayurveda Health Centre is situated in the middle of extensive natural surroundings in the romantic Larne Valley. From here you can go by boat to enjoy the idyllic beauty of the River Rhine. Many famous poets and composers have been inspired by the picturesque landscape. Dr. Karin Piertz is the medical director of the Maharishi Ayurveda Health Centre in Bad Ems. She founded the first Ayurveda Health Centre in Germany at the beginning of the 1980s. Even after many years of experience, she's delighted to find that with Ayurveda, she can detect possible health problems in very early stages. A special feature of the Ayurvedic diagnosis is that the development of illness is divided into 6 different stages. The first 4 stages are still so indistinct that they happen only in the body and the symptoms are hardly noticed. Nevertheless, it's important to detect them and to overcome them with simple Ayurvedic methods before they can develop into a later illness. Modern medicine only recognizes illness at steps 5 and 6, when a disease has already manifested or become chronic and is harder to treat. The heart of Ayurvedic treatment in Bad Ems is the classical Panchakarma treatment. Panchakarma therapy is a system of finely coordinated treatments which can be used systematically in all 6 phases of a developing illness to restore health. This is mainly achieved in 3 different steps. Firstly, metabolic toxins, which we all have and which can be deeply rooted in the cells of the body, are released using oil massage and other treatments. Next, the toxins are moved from the cells into the intestines by enlivening the metabolism using warmth, such as warm baths and other therapies. Only then, in the 3rd step, when they are fluid, are they systematically flushed out of the system. This is the basis for the body, irrespective of what condition it is in, to use its own healing powers to return to a healthy state and restore a balanced condition.
Wieder in Richtung Gesundheit sich zurückzubewegen und ein neues Gleichgewicht herzustellen.
Ayurveda recognizes a huge number of proven herbs, plants and minerals. These are recommended in different forms to be used along with the purification treatment. They serve to support the natural harmonious balance of all bodily functions. Different certificates guarantee their quality, purity and authenticity. The All India Ayurvedic Congress, India's largest organization of Ayurvedic doctors, certifies Maharishi Ayurveda to have the highest standards of quality. This puts the Ayurveda Health Centre in Bad Ems on the same level as India's best Ayurvedic facilities.
No one needs to travel to Asia for authentic Ayurvedic treatment. All our staff is well trained and has up to 25 years of experience.
New energy and strength through gentle purification. At least 100,000 industrial materials combine into a chemical cocktail which we continually assimilate with our food from the air and through our skin. A study by American researchers found that in only 12 days of Maharishi Panchakarma treatment, the measurable quantities of environmental toxins in the blood were reduced on average by 51%. Pesticides were reduced by up to 58%. This confirms the possibility of effective purification as described in the classical Ayurvedic texts. Prevention of heart disease. The body needs cholesterol for a variety of vital physiological functions. However, too much of a particular damaging type of cholesterol is one of the main causes of heart problems. According to a study by the University of Freiburg, after 14 days of Ayurvedic treatment, the risk of heart disease caused by cholesterol fell by 17.8%. This clearly shows the great preventative value of Panchakarma therapy. Ayurveda, the knowledge of long life. A standard test of aging was given to a group of people who had been taking various Ayurvedic treatment programs over a period of 10 months, including 10 days of Panchakarma therapy. The result, biological age, was reduced by 4.8 years on the average. Maharishi Ayurveda treatments are included in the Hooverland Register, a reference work for calculating the cost of natural medicine treatments for private health insurance schemes. Doctors from other medical fields are also happy to cooperate with the Ayurveda Center. Prevention, rejuvenation, revitalization and healing. This is what people have expected from Ayurveda since time immemorial. A task which is carried out with pleasure and affection in Bad Ems. Eastern wisdom and the highest standards of Western doctors come together here.
In addition, our status as a state-recognized private medical institution confirms our competence and high-class standards, for instance in the areas of hygiene or medical care. Day and night, one of the doctors is available. At the start of treatment, there is always a doctor's diagnosis, which lasts about 1 hour. Before leaving, there is a further consultation for about an hour, during which Ayurvedic recommendations for use at home are given.
Ayurvedic knowledge is universal. It takes into consideration the laws of the whole of nature, everywhere in the world. When Ayurveda is carried out authentically and with great care, it unfolds its usefulness beyond time and borders. In this current time of stress and chronic illness, the Maharishi Ayurveda Health Center in Bad Ems in Germany strives to be a place for perfect health, an example of how the ancient knowledge of the Ayurvedic masters can also be applied in our time to help us enjoy a healthy, long life guided by our own self-awareness.